Okay, so we're on to the next page. Mean, median, and mode is central tendency. So the median is the middle number. Huge. We have to put the numbers in order first. All right, so here's our averages. 85, 80, 90, 92. So we need to put them in order from small to largest. And what number is the middle number? Okay, so I do it this way, 1 and 1, and then whoops, we don't have a middle number. So we need to add together the 85 plus the 90 and divide it by 2. All right, 85 plus 90 divided by 2 gives us 87.5. That would be the median. All right, now let's look at the example about our prices from Chicago to Cancun, Mexico, right underneath there. All right, so here they are, 872, and I was a little bit sloppy here, I apologize. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First thing I did was put them in order. So now I find the middle number. So I can count 3 here and 3 there, and the middle number or median would be $427. It is that easy. When you have an odd set of numbers, in this case we had 7, we divide it by 2, it's a 3.5 number, which might confuse some of you. 1, 2, 3, okay, it's got to be here. Okay, or just do what I did, underline and underline. Piece of cake. All right, now on the second example down here on the bottom, they took out the price 432. So we're going to do it the same set of numbers I put in order, okay, but now we got an issue because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just like the example with our 4 quarters, we have 2 numbers here, okay, and 2 numbers here. Or, our brains work differently. You could look at all three of these, and say, okay, the middle number is right there. All right, so there's 2 ways where your brain is thinking. But the bottom line, if you have an even set, then you take 397 plus 427, divide it by 2, and our mean is going to, our median is going to be 412. The other thing I like to say with median is on a road, the median of the road is the middle. Just like on Twin City Highway, they got the median with the flowers in there and all that. That's the middle. Okay, so that's just regular English. Now, the mode, much easier. Mode, and it drives some students crazy. Okay, so mode, we just simply I'm looking at the same flights. We're going to the next page. Mode is just most often. Okay, so most often. So what numbers are the most often? 397. Easy. And that's all the mode is. Now, when the mode gets a little more difficult is the example in our table. And please hit pause. I know I'm talking fast and rewind it. It's okay. As a political debate, okay, what party are these guys in? So when it's in a table, some kids get nervous. So I'm covering up this bottom one. But which one is the most, what happens the most often at this audience? There's mostly Republicans, 56 Republicans. All right, piece of cake. That's the most often. However, what if they put independent in here as 21? What a lot of students will do is pick the mode as 21, but 21 does not happen the most often. So that's why I like to say most often for the mode. All right, now moving on to our homework. Okay, on the back we'll talk about the word outlier. All this means is if all the statistics are a little bit different. So when we compare our answers, and I might run out of time here, and that's okay. All right, so what do we find out? The mode was 397. All right, the median, I'm going to look back at my notes, and mean. What were our answers? And by the way, mean we usually abbreviate in that way. All right, so real quick, I'm just looking at my answers. 397 for mode. All right, it's not 87.5. The median was 412 or 427, depending on how we looked at it. And then the mean was 527. So look at all of these different answers. All of these different answers. So which one is most consistent? And that depends on what you're looking for. This was thrown off by an outlier, meaning there was one number that threw it way out of whack when you're figuring out the mean. That's all I would have learned in there. But this is the tough part with statistics, and we see it every day with this coronavirus and how the reporting cases and depending on how they want to manipulate stats. So you have to understand who's presenting the statistics and how they can manipulate it between the mean, median, and mode. Okay? So thank you very much. I am going to set up your homework on the next part. Okay? Thanks. Click.